Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk to you about the first 40 days in my life and how it all started. So how much ever you prepare for the baby's arrival, when the D date arrives, you realize that you're not really ready. I went in for a regular checkup on a Monday evening, and the doctor told me that I had to get admitted for an observation. I was already having gestational hypertension, and she had already informed me that waiting beyond 37 weeks was definitely risky. So Monday night I spent at the hospital. It was completely unplanned. Tuesday again they waited, nothing progressed, and finally on Wednesday my labor started by late evening, and I delivered a little girl. Of course, so none of us were prepared. My mom had just come with me for the doctor's checkup, and my dad was home alone. So we had nothing prepared for the baby's arrival. So then on Wednesday evening, all the hangama starts, and we have a little baby with ourselves. And every new mom goes through this. What to do with the baby? So I had, of course, knew that I had to feed the baby my colostrum. So yes, I was ready to do that. I had to nurse the baby. But once I had done nursing, I really had no idea why the baby was crying again. I had just nursed her. Why is she crying again? And she was crying a lot. And the nurse comes in and tells, "You have wrapped her, she's feeling too warm." So we undid that. But again, after some time, she started crying again. Now, no, she's not too warm. I had just fed her, and why is she crying again? Then the nurse came and said, "Check the diaper." So these things a new mom goes through, and I was completely clueless, as I had no idea that I had to change the baby's diaper so often, and I had to keep her just right and not too warm. And it's not just feeding, babies cry for so many things. And the first night at the hospital with the nurse around, I felt a whole lot confident. But the next day when we came back home, we were all again, shaken up. The first night at my home, she cried a lot, and we were clueless. My mom sat up rocking her. I was trying to feed her every other hour, and it was crazy. But then this craziness kind of settles eventually. And if you ask me for the details, even I am not able to recollect what happened, how, what we did right, and how did she stop crying. I have no clue. It just happens. It takes time to settle down, find your rhythm, find the right feeding position, and if the baby is doing well, then it's just the initial setup that takes time. But then there are times when babies do not or are not able to get that rhythm. Mothers who are not able to find that, it is difficult for some, and that is when we have to ask for help. Now my doubts were very basic, minimal. My baby was coping well, I was coping well. We went for a checkup on the fourth day, and doctor noticed that she has been gaining well. Her pee is good, her meconium is turning to yellow, and those parameters, doctor's assurance, I felt good. But then there are people who need help in this crucial period, and for me, at my stage, with the minimal kind of questions and doubts I had, support groups were really of great help. So I was on a breastfeeding support group where quite a few moms had similar doubts and queries, and those were clarified over there, and reading them kind of gave me an assurance. There was also this blog by Kelly Mom. So this Kelly Mom blog deals with breastfeeding and covers a whole lot of issues on breastfeeding, and there on her page there was quite a lot of information on newborn behavior, and that was quite helpful as well. So reading these helped me tide over my initial hiccups. But if there is a mom who is in real need of help, then definitely meeting someone qualified to handle her and help her out with her problems, that would be a definitely good idea. So with this video I am going to attach a small image which collates all the details of the lactation consultants in Tamil Nadu. It will also include my name and number. Do comment with any queries and your comments, and I will add more about how my first 40 days went. Thank you.